Léa vient du...
Leah comes from the Jeanne d'Arc High School in Gex. She's here with a large number of personal supporters. She's French and Colombian, and just like Chris, she is an activist in civil society organizations. Good afternoon. I was chosen by my school to come and speak to you today and to say something about peace, an issue that is very dear to my heart. And today I stand here as a spokesperson on behalf of all my fellow students at the Jeanne d'Arc School in Gex. My name is Narjoud and I'm 14 years old. I had a dream, a wonderful dream. In the most far-flung corners of the world, there was only peace and love. Europeans, Asians, Africans, Jewish people, Christians and Muslims were living in peace with themselves and were living in peace with others. There was no war, no conflicts. Ethnic groups, all peoples envisaged a shared future and were ready to cast their differences aside and forge ahead, hand in hand. The world was breathing with new life. Then I woke up. I switched on the radio. And I heard that the world was still torn asunder, that war was still raging in many countries, that very many people still lived in grinding poverty, perishing from hunger. My dream was a long way off becoming reality. I myself am only 14 years old. I cannot bring peace to the world. I am only 14 years old. I cannot fight the greed of those people that are ready to go to war for money. I am only 14 years old. I can do nothing to fight the thirst for political power which grips so many leaders. I am only 14 years old. I can't ensure that everyone respects everyone else's religion. So saddened and aware that I can't change the way the world is, I said to myself that if we students become committed to applying the values of listening, of tolerance, of sharing, of respect on a daily basis, and if you, adults, also commit yourselves to applying these same values, well then together we will all become people committed to this struggle for peace around us. And if you turn around and tell me that this is but a mere drop in the ocean, well then I will tell you that trickling streams can become raging rivers. I'm not in the best position to say anything to you about conflicts in the world, about the wars of history, of future struggles. However, I can tell you about a story that is very dear to my heart. In Colombia, 40 years ago, a newborn and her brother were in the street, abandoned by their parents. Somebody heard them crying, and a woman welcomed them and raised them herself, despite the fact that she already had 7 children and lived in grinding poverty. She loves these babies with all her heart and raises them by ensuring that they know about the values of peace. Unfortunately, she dies from tuberculosis 7 years later, leaving these 9 children as orphans. Surviving alone on the street as a 7-year-old girl in a country where violence rages to such an extent defies imagination. But she overcame this struggle, this little girl, thanks to the boundless love and the values of peace that her adoptive mother transmitted to her while she was alive. And at age 12, she was adopted in Europe. And today, this young girl has become a woman, happy and full of values. And it's the woman that I admire the most in the world. And she's the woman who's taught me the real sense of the word peace, because this woman is my mother. Let's be aware together that peace is not simply tantamount to just not having war in a country. We all have a role to play in the struggle, because peace is never permanent. It must be nurtured every day, every moment, whether we're a top-level politician or a simple schoolgirl. And then if this all comes about, my dream truly will become a reality. Thank you.